And we're live. And good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this. Here on Spreaker, our Spreaker studio, we are live. My name is Dr. Len. I am the host again every day. I just want to remind you that tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to do our special Wednesday show at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time. Brian and I will be discussing vegetarian diets, vegan diets, modified vegan diets. Is it a good thing for you to do, especially for your heart health? We're also going to be announcing this upcoming Wednesday a very, very special sale from 10 to 50% off. You'll have to tune in to get the details and the magic code, just like when you have to order My Pillow from One TV. Okay, so again, 12 noon tomorrow, right here on Spreaker or wherever you're listening. My first experience coming out of pharmacy school was to work at Mercy Hospital in Pittsburgh in the oncology department. And one of the early things that I noted was every single oncologist would ask the same question to the newly diagnosed patient. Are you taking any supplements? Are you taking any nutrients? Are you taking any vitamins? And then they would put the fear of God in you. You must stop those now. They are going to forbid the chemo from working because chemo forces oxidative stress on those tumor cells, so you cannot take antioxidants. Well, guess what? That was back in the early 80s, and that mantra is still said today. To tell every single person fighting cancer to stop taking your nutrients. Now, one of the biggest side effects of chemotherapy, and it's the most common link to death from cancer. Now, let me qualify that. Rarely, if ever, is the cause of death said to be cancer. Typically a shutdown of some other bodily function. And in the majority of cases in cancer, it's heart failure. The heart just can't take the beating that it gets. Now, the thought process has been all along, the minute your body senses the beginning stages of cancer, does it do anything? Well, we now find out in a new animal-based study that the presence of a cancer tumor alone can lead to cardiac damage, the number one cause of death in the field of cancer. And it suggests that the culprit that's causing this are free radicals interacting with specific cells at the heart. So the thing that we talk about all the years and decades about why we need to take antioxidants is to protect our body from oxidative stress, the things our bodies are exposed to day in and day out. Now we find out that the presence of a tumor alone anywhere in the body will enhance cardiac issues. A new study in animal models shows the presence of a cancer tumor alone can lead to cardiac damage and suggests the culprits are molecules called free radicals interacting with specific cells in the heart. This is from Ohio State University. Tumors in mice and fruit flies led to varying degrees of cardiac dysfunction, particularly a decrease in the heart's blood pumping capabilities. Adding specific types of antioxidants to food consumed by the fruit flies with tumors reversed the damage to their hearts. A finding suggesting that harm caused by free radicals was the likely link between cancer and cardiac death. Really? So doctors, oncologists that have told you time and time again not to take those antioxidants could basically, I hate to use this term, be killing you. Cancer becomes a systemic disease. It's not just a tumor doing one thing, said co-author Shubha Guraja Rao, assistant professor of pharmacology at Ohio Northern University. Most of what's known about cancers linked to heart damage relates to chemotherapy's effect, we thought, and muscle wasting commonly experienced by cancer patients. This is the first study to use a genetic model to investigate cancer's direct effect on cardiac dysfunction. The researchers found that different cancer-associated genes affect the heart in different ways, a sign that genetic information could one day guide heart protective treatment decisions in cancer patients. One day. It'll never happen. And if you're battling cancer, you're going to have to do it on your own. And you need to deal with somebody that can assist you in that. Because there are interactions between certain nutrients and chemo. And unless you're working with a pharmacist trained in this field, along with a naturopathic doctor, which I am, you may miss the mark. Above all else, we want to make clinicians aware that upon first detecting cancer, long before muscle wasting sets in or chemotherapy begins, other organs are getting the message and being affected. The study was published in the journal called Antioxidants. It's estimated that 50 to 80% of cancer patients develop the muscle wasting condition called cachexia, which can lead to heart failure. And radiation and chemo treatments are associated with toxicity-related damage to the heart muscle. However, emerging research has suggested the heart problems can surface before cancer treatment even starts. The Ohio State team noted a study published recently in the Journal of the American Heart Association reported the detection of abnormalities in heart tissue and cardiac function in human cancer patients before the treatment had even begun. In this new study, the Ohio State researchers injected breast cancer cells into, you don't need to know all the details, to test whether supplements could reverse the tumor-related heart damage. 4 antioxidants were tested. Glutathione, I love it, vitamin E, CoQ10, and vitamin C. Results showed that all but vitamin C restored the fly's cardiac function to normal levels, because C isn't really related there. We don't know yet why one oxidant works versus another, says Rayo. Well, we do. Dear doctor, you should consult with a naturopathic physician. Adding that because the flies ate the antioxidants in their food, the researchers also don't have a definitive information on the antioxidant doses. The research zeroed in on one cancer-causing gene to study the mechanisms of heart damage. Singh is collaborating with clinicians at Ohio State and other institutions to collect blood samples from cancer patients who have heart failure. That's almost all of them. The signal is traveling from the tumor to the heart, and the tissues connecting these sites is the blood. So the question, are reactive oxygen species traveling through the blood? Are reactive oxygen species traveling through the blood? Yes, they are, and they can be intercepted by the right levels of antioxidants in the body. On the clinical end, our priority is to look for the correlation between different oncologic pathways and heart failure. Work was supported by the Commonwealth University Research Enhancement Grants, published in the journal called Antioxidants. A, it's safe. B, it could save your life. Don't do it on your own. That's the advice I'm going to give you. You need to do it, but you need to do it with very specific doses, remedies, and brands. If you want help with that, if you know somebody battling cancer or just starting to go into that battle of cancer, give us a call. 678-228-8900, 678-228-8900. Our website is the nutritionshop.net. Check it out. Tells you everything about us. Again, 678-228-8900 to set up your own personal time or whatever your questions may be. Have a great, healthy day, folks. God bless you. I'll see you back here at noon, 12 Eastern Time, tomorrow for our show on vegan diets. Take care.